Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to the Tailors Talk Podcast, live here at Grand Entertainment Studio, home of Musician Tailor LLC. I'm your co-host, Chevy Revis, along with my co-host and co-founder, the real Twin Smith.
Greetings, mother suckers.
This guy here. Today's special guest is a gifted singer, songwriter, MC, mentor, and actress who comes from a generation of talented soulful singers and musicians. Beyond music, she has expanded her talent into theater and television. Her credits include roles in A Raisin in the Sun with Nikki Starr, Breathe, the musical with Soul Free Production, When a Father Prays with a Najee Production, Real Life, an original hip-hop opera with Joel P.E. King, and a television sitcom called Trouble Clef. She continues to stay booked and busy because in September of 2026, this year, she will take on one of the lead roles in the upcoming production of Hat, written and directed by Maxine Williams Wright. Please help us welcome to the show, Chicago-born, Gary, Indiana raised, but getting ATL paid, the multi-talented Miss Kuleaide.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Dang, you made me sound like I should be somebody.
You is somebody. What you talking about? I always look, stop it. Talking about like you is somebody.
That was good.
And look, Kuleaide, thank you for coming to the Tailor Talk Podcast.
Thank
You
you
know,
for
it's a
having me.
pleasure to have you here. A very talented singer-songwriter. You know, like you said, your whole family, y'all, if you don't know, her son is an amazing singer-songwriter as well. I mean, on the spot, you drop a beat, he's writing to it fast. And I'm talking about full songs.
We took on the traits of one of the greatest, may not be the greatest to everybody else's reputation, but R. Kelly. He don't write nothing down. So that's been our little foundational structure on how to do music.
Well, we know you're going to represent Kales, you know.
Homies, baby. Regardless.
Yeah, he's a very
Separate the
talented
man from the...
Hey, you know,
So
can't deny that.
no, he a dope
can't get
singer
that
and
down.
songwriter. You know, regardless of what he did, you had men out there doing worse. But you know, I'm not here to judge. I ain't the judge of the jury.
It's between
I'm
him and the Lord.
There you go.
Say it again.
Him and the Lord.
Yes, you know. Today, you know, I'm an African American.
Literally coming to America.
Good morning.
I love you, America.
Kool-Aid, like always, it's a beginning. You was over there in them old Chi-Town streets, then when that old music bug bit you.
Oh, that's my whole life. 5 years old. I grew up in the church. Like I said, born in Chicago, but grew up in Gary, Indiana. So, ain't nothing in Gary but the steel mill.
The Jackson 5?
Come on, 2300 Jackson Street,
But,
man.
by that
Mike
time,
Jack.
Michael Jackson then was already
Freddie
gone.
Gibbs.
So whatever was left.
Gangsta Grill.
Which is crazy
Gangsta
because, and I got pictures, my grandmother was very close with Catherine. So, I have pictures of my aunts and uncles with Jermaine and Tito. My grandma got pictures with Janet. One of my uncles, I guess they went to prom. And then there's a picture of Michael and Janet, my uncle Leroy. And then, I got like a video of her talking for about an hour about her traveling and when Reba had a baby. So yeah, you got the Jackson 5. But during my time, it was steel mill and gospel singing and being in groups. So you kind of was famous if you sang and you go to church anniversaries and you in church on Sunday all day and you got to eat at the church.
But Gary might, like you said, steel mills and stuff like that. But it's talent throughout that region where you got some good basketball players coming up out of there. It's a lot going in Gary. Y'all got some true gangsters that ran from Chicago.
Some real gangsters. We do got some gangsters. And then there was another artist. What was his name? The one with the high pitched voice.
Miss LA.
No, the guy, the light skinned guy.
Oh,
He's from Gary. You know who I'm
not the
talking about.
DeBarge.
No,
they're
not DeBarge.
from LA.
Dang, I'm having a brain feed. Now watch when somebody watch, they're gonna be screaming at the
I'm gonna Google
the
it.
show.
I
But
know our production manager got it.
She probably know because she
Y'all-
knew the other one.
And listen, don't be sleeping on Joe. Well, none of that be.
Joe?
Come on now. Well,
Joe's
none of that be
dope
possible
now.
without Joe. Now y'all be leaving Joe out like he ain't did nothing.
No, it's Joe. Listen, it's all kind of tough between Chicago with the comedians.
I'm talking about Joe
and
Jackson.
oh yeah, right.
Joe done beat them kids in the superstar. What you talking about?
Yeah,
We
he
all
did
got
that.
whooping.
We all right out the bed, right out the water, trying to stall. All the above, yes.
So you started off in the church, huh?
Started off in the church, and
You was in the children choir.
No, it was an adult choir. My mom was
It's
a
a-
lead singer. So first of all, my parents met in Chicago, of course, in the projects, and they met in a band.
What project?
Robert Taylor Homes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about y'all was up there with JJ in Florida.
Listen, that's what they look like.
Right.
It's the same
Same
building,
building.
red building, brown building, or red building, white building, same thing. But was my mom's foundation. And then, of course, when I was young, I used to write poems
Oh, okay.
and do all that stuff. But I always could sing. I always was a soprano, alto. Like I said, my mom was a lead singer. So my dad, he sang like Eddie Kendricks. So he had a high
Okay.
octave soprano.
Eddie
Yeah. So it's in my blood. Pretty much all my family does something. Whether my uncle was he just passed away recently last year, a famous blues singer. His
Sorry to
name's
hear that.
Cicero Blake. Yeah. So we come from a family of just singing Southern folks from Mississippi.
Yeah, that's right. Y'all in Chicago.
Oh, so
North Mississippi right
that,
there.
I was about to say that. So your roots really from Mississippi that migrated up north.
Yep, that's it.
Oh.
Hermanville, Mississippi. For those who don't know, it's by Port Gibson and Jackson. Is how my grandma always used to say because it was armadillos, dirt roads, and
You just should have said
farms.
Port Gibson and Natchez because you far from Jackson.
well, she say between. So they
Yeah, when she
somewhere
said it
in
earlier, I was like,
between. You know, but it's a small
Yeah.
country town, deserted, but hey, good roots, well grounded. My grandmother lived till she was 97 years old, you know.
That's amazing.
And,
That's beautiful.
you know, nobody died, was murdered, or killed anybody in Chicago. So they had good values, church values.
Oh, okay. So from coming from the church, when did you decide to say, okay, you know, my poems, I'm writing, you know, I done praise the Lord, but you know, I want to go out here and do some of this secular stuff. You know, I'm gonna use one of those church terms. You out there doing that secular music.
It wasn't secular. It was pure divine mix because it was an accident. My dad wasn't in my life, my real father. I had my stepdad who's still in my life, but my real father was absent. So I was 13 years old when I was first introduced to him. And then he moved from Germany to Atlanta.
Okay.
And the connection happened. So, you know, my family was against it, but, you know, little girl always want their daddy, right? So long story short, I moved here to Atlanta to visit for a summer. And ironically, my father knew some people who knew members from the group Silk. And they were looking for a girl to add to their group. I used to be in this group called Softcore. And we were signed to, you probably heard a bit more before, heard of him before, Derek Handspike. He used to be managing Ghetto Mafia, Straight from the Dead.
Okay.
So we were signed at that time.
You
the same age.
swinging billows.
Wicked.
I wasn't swinging them. But long story short, my
Miss
dad.
Sherilyn was.
Yeah, production shoot from the day.
But my dad, long story, I ended up meeting the members of Silk, audition, and I ended up staying. So I came down here for a summer and never went back home.
Oh, okay.
And then my journey began then, where I transitioned to being in a group, and then that didn't work out. Then I moved on to singing with Betty's right niece, and that didn't work out. Then I sang with Nivea for a little bit and did go to Joe's house and sang and met L.A. Reid, baby. I mean, I can name drop forever. I've come across a lot of people. But, you know, that's how the journey began.
Okay, and then you went to school for
Lateral.
So when you moved down here, you was 13?
15.
Okay.
I was 15. So moved here at 15, got married at 18. After the music didn't work, moved to North Carolina, Fayetteville. Fort Bragg.
Come on now, 82nd Airborne.
My brother was in 82nd Airborne. He was.
That's my
But then
brother
my ex-husband is 91 Bravo medic. So we
dope.
moved to Fayetteville. Then ended up coming back to Atlanta. So then I actually wasn't doing music. I wasn't singing. I hadn't had kids yet. I had no passion or drive. I don't even think I can remember if I was even just singing to just mess around. I just was married, going through life, doing regular stuff. Then, of course, one thing I always tell people, no matter how many times I try to say, oh, I'm not doing music or I don't want to do it no more, it always finds me, circles back around. It's like what they say, spin the block. Yeah. That's the only love I've been spinning the block on me.
What is spinning the block? Is that a Chicago term? I'm messing
You know
with
what it is? I know you got some spin the blocks, Twin.
I don't know what that is. That ain't in my
Chevy Tailor,
vocabulary.
don't do that.
See that tank behind you?
Right.
You spinning
That
the block
part.
on that tank.
Yeah, I spun that turd as I was
Right.
sitting rounds in folks' asses.
That military spin the block.
Right.
But yeah, so I mean, we don't have no time in this podcast, but the journey has been interesting, and I've had great opportunities. And then I got into theater, and then at one point in time in my life, maybe in my mid-20s, late 20s, I got vocal nodules, so I couldn't sing. So I was hoarse for 5-6 years. After I did that production of Breathe, my voice was damaged after that because we was at right up here in your city, the Rainbow Theater. Or that
What
theater
city?
up there with Decatur. Right off Gresham Road, there's a theater up there off of Rainbow Drive.
Oh, okay.
So they didn't have any mics. So just the strain, I think, on my voice. And then I was in a not so good relationship. So I did a lot of hollering and a lot of screaming. You know, when you with a dude from the streets and you from the streets, you can't let nobody out punk you. So trying to over yell somebody, talk to somebody.
Y'all was a toxic love connection.
Yeah, very toxic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Very toxic. You know, another story, another day.
Yeah,
but
we talking about that music. We here to make you
the
shine.
vocal.
Don't go down that road.
no, I'm not. But listen, it's not where you been. It's where you end up. I made up something that says it's not how you survive the storm, but how you dance in the rain. So it's not a bad thing because it developed me to be the person that I am. I still have a great relationship with that person. I got a 20-year-old son from that person. So I'm not upset about that. But I'm just saying that is how the vocal nodules came. So I didn't sing for a long time. And I was dating this guy, I was engaged to a guy. And I used to watch like The Voice and, you know, American Idol. And I would cry when I see those people being able to live their dream and they getting the opportunity to let their gifts work for them. And the conversation about surgery came up. I can't make this up. And I thought about, and I know they're going to kill me. I don't know her name. The lady from The Wiz, The Wizard of Oz.
Stephanie Mills.
No, the white lady.
Oh, you talking about? I thought you said The Wiz. My bad.
The Wizard of Oz.
I don't know nothing about that one. I know
Well,
The Wiz.
she had vocal nodules. And they botched her nodules after she tried to get surgery. So I had this major fear. Then after visiting this ENT, he was like, oh, you have nodules. You'll never sing again. And I was like, what? So I took it to heart that this a doctor. He know what he's talking about. So long story short, fast forward some years, and this guy I was engaged to, he was like, you know, I want you to be happy. Let's do this. Let's think about the surgery, but how about you start hosting? I was like, hosting? I don't know nothing about hosting. And at the time, you know, he was a stripper. So I end up...
He was a what?
He was a stripper.
What?
A male entertainer. Let me say that.
Is you Queens? What the movie?
All the Queens, man, I was. I didn't run the club, but I was in the club.
You a
Chevy,
hoe?
why you looking like that? I know you've been in Magic City and Blue Flame. Don't do that. Don't
Never
judge
said-
me.
I ain't
You
judging.
listen and you do not
I'm
judge.
not judging. I just
The money all the same.
I'll make sure my camera's still on. Sometimes it's
Shoot.
blinking on.
You could be
and
a
off.
stripper in the streets and a man for me in this
Yeah,
house
I'm
with that money. Hey, you better shake a tail feather like Tina Turner. But so that was the alternative to my creative and to healing what I felt I was missing as far as just being somebody that's an entertainer in general. So he told people he lied for me. He said, yeah, she know how to host. And I'm like, I ain't never hosted a day.
Coming to the stage.
Coming to the stage. Hey, y'all. It's Saturday weekend. Where them dollars at? Coming to the stage. Sex or chocolate? Ladies, sex or chocolate? Y'all better come on, put that money up. Celebrating. Y'all that. I had to listen.
Kiki Shepard on another level.
More like Vanna White on another
White.
lady, because I'm producting. You know, I'm promoting product. I got something to sell for you.
Kool-Aid, y'all. Kool-Aid.
All the flavors that you need. I want to know what yours is.
Is you tropical punch?
Hey, you can have whatever you like. But yeah, so I started hosting a mail review for 10 years.
Okay.
I hosted, and eventually, long story short, I got the surgery, and I prayed for my surgeon. I seen a lady daughter I went to school with, and she said she knew me from singing, because that was like popular at school. And they said, oh, you still singing? I was like, no, ma'am. And she was a gospel singer. I said, no, I have vocal nodules. She was like, I said, yeah, doctor told me I'll never sing again. And she said, what? She's like, have you ever been to Emory? And I was like, no, I don't leave Cobb County. She was like, I think you should. Now, keep in mind, all this time I'm telling people, I'm never getting this surgery unless this person has done it 1,000 times, blah, 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 blah. I had all these stipulations. They got to work with artists. They got to do this and this. And literally, that was my prayer. Because to me, sometimes you can pray and not be on your knees, just kind of speaking life. You know, when I talk, you know, out loud, or I'm asking, or I'm manifesting, then, you know, that's my sort of type of prayer. So I go to Google and I say, I'm going to listen to her. Go to Google, because I always believe God can talk to you as far as on a freaking fortune cookie all the way to a strip piece of paper in the road. Like everything in life is signs. And if you're not paying attention to the signs, you can miss something. But there is always a message throughout your entire life, every single day. It's there. You just got to connect the dots. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I go and I look up the bios, and I'm reading through these bios of different ENTs, you know, oncologists, and I come across Dr. Klein. And what caught me is it says he became an ENT because he was a singer and he understood how important the vocals were to a person who was in this field. And he worked with celebrities, so they couldn't say. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try him out. Let's fast forward. He didn't give me surgery right away. He did vocal therapy, did training, met some amazing people. And then one day I was like, I think I'm ready to get him off. And so the day before the surgery, after I went through all the pre-op and everybody like, oh, who's your doctor? I'm like, Dr. Klein. They was like, oh, you're going to be fine. And I'm like, no, I'm scared. And I'm panicking because I'm like, my throat, it already don't work. Lord, no, I'm scared. Now, and so the day before the surgery, he said, how you feel? I said, I'm scared, Dr. Klein. I'm nervous. And he said, what can I do to make you not be nervous? I said, tell me you done this surgery about 500 times. And he laughed and he said, I've done that. I passed that number a long time ago. And everything just clicked. Because he used to have people come in and shadow him, and it never dawned on me why. I'm just thinking, he just mentoring people. He like being a good doctor. Well, he gave me that letter to give him my job for FMLA. He was the head of otolaryngology for Emory Hospital in Midtown. And this whole time, I got the head guy doing my surgery, and I'm nervous, but it's exactly, like I get emotional because it's exactly what I pray for. And my voice has been fine ever since.
Okay. So he turned that 1974 Chevy and restoration in that old throat.
That thing was more like one of them hunchback, yellowback 1980s beep beeps. You remember the hunchback, the Chevy hunchbacks?
The Chevettes.
There we go.
Yeah.
No,
I thought you were going to say Pinto.
Nah, them Chevettes was worse.
I want a Chevette right now.
You got to lift the seat up to get in the back of them things. Yeah. And they only came in certain colors, and they all was ugly colors.
Hey, but everybody paying money to get them things now.
My mama had one. We was in church and that thing, traumatized. Don't want it. But good luck to you, friend.
I got a question.
Sure.
Klein, with a K?
Yep.
It's crazy because Klein did my surgery.
Adam Klein?
Nah, it's one in Louisville.
Yeah.
It's like I think there's like a whole family of them because it's Klein and Kutz.
Oh,
Klein
wow.
and Klutz, I want to say.
Well, this was a Klein.
Yep, like K.
Are they short? Was your doctor short?
I can't remember. They put me on the quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was
Klien.
Yep.
Yep.
Adam Klein.
I think that's like a
A
family of
thing.
them, and they got them all
Well,
over.
he did that. And I've actually sent three of my friends from karaoke, because I sing a lot of karaoke, that had nodules. One lady had surgery. One is potentially thinking about it. Actually, probably was 5 people, but I sent everybody I know that's having vocal issues or trauma to
Okay.
him.
So you're active with that.
I know.
Yeah, advocate.
So you got you got your throat right. You got the me, la 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 la. So once you got that and you was healed, what was the first thing you did? Besides, you talking about come to the stage.
Well, I was
Twin
doing that,
Wonder.
so I was already in motion. But the first thing that I did, I don't think I can say I did anything. The first thing that came to me was the hip opera.
Okay.
And it was brought to me about being in a play. And he said Nikki Starr. That also was like therapy for me because I couldn't sing. So I went to church. Someone asked me to be a part of a church play. And then I met these amazing couple, Princess and Nikki Starr. And they started casting me, giving me training. I didn't have to pay for nothing. And then they knew Joel P.E. King, who was the director of the hip opera. And it's called A Real Life. And it was at Theater at the Square, downtown Marietta. And I was like, okay. And so I started getting into theater and then film and television. And so I still wasn't really doing music. I still wasn't writing. It still was in me to do it, but I wasn't really doing it. Like, the music industry has been like the worst boyfriend I ever had.
Why you say that?
Because it's like an abusive relationship. Like, I'm in love with this person, but he keep beating the hell out of me and I keep going back. Because I love it so much. But it ain't doing it is not benefiting me. Like, whatever journey that I'm on or whatever path that I've taken, whether it was my choice, good or bad, to make the decision, the final resting place wasn't the elevation that I was expecting.
So let me ask you this question. Well, let me make this statement, not a question. So, you ask God for a whole lot of things, and He provided, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're a singer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have a lot of artists, songwriters. They tend to stop doing some of that stuff, but they still in the music because you do birthday bash.
You just gotta bring up birthday bash.
You host a lot of it.
Where's birthday bash?
That's what radio. I used to work in radio.
Okay.
What radio?
Okay. All right.
I used to work for Radio 1 Atlanta, which consists of 4 brands, which is Praise 102.5, Magic 107.5, 97.5, Classics 102.9, and of course Hot 107.9. With all of the greats that you know, I'm pretty sure. The Ricky Smileys, the Steve Harveys, the the Jacqueline Carrs,
Use your radio voice. Don't be in here trying to be soft when you say it.
I wasn't a radio disc jockey, okay?
But
I had
worked in
opportunities to, voice some commercials, like some community commercials for like breast cancer and domestic violence. I've done some stuff with Jay Sanders, who, I've done a little stuff. I would learn how to run the board, and I ran Steve Harvey's morning show. Like some of the board ops don't want to work on the holidays. So I'm like, okay, well, I was a front desk receptionist. I was hired as the front desk, but I branched out into promotions and marketing, and I did digital content. I did the welcome signs when the artists, the A&Rs are bringing their artists in. Like, I'm a Pisces, so I tend to want to learn a whole lot.
You're a whole fish in the game. Okay.
So I can do for myself,
Which way
too.
you going? This way or that way?
I'm swimming. I'm like Dora in the water. I'm Nemo. Like, I'm outside. So, but the thing is, the blessing is, if I want to do something, I don't have to rely on somebody else to do it. That's been my mentality. Because you struggle with, and I was thinking about that coming here. I've never had a team. So you know how a lot of artists and people say, oh, I got to have the right team. And if it wasn't for my team, I wouldn't be. Or if it wasn't for this person having my back. I haven't had the opportunity to have people that really had your back like that.
And why is that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can tell you why.
Why, friend?
Look, we got a mutual friend. Mikhail. I met her through Mikhail.
Okay, the singer.
She don't trust. That's why.
That is not true.
It ain't.
I do trust, but at the
No, you
same
don't trust a
time,
lot.
I have trauma from trusting. Like I lost $5,000.
Trust me, I lost more.
Yeah. Somebody that I thought was my mentor, who had my back, who said they would look out for me, who used to speak on my behalf with other music people, you know, and took money. I've had people take my credits, don't give me my artist credits, you know, so that's missing out royalties. Or they'll ask me to write songs and I'll write the song, record the song in my own stuff, use my own equipment, engineer. I even get somebody to mix it for free. And then the song will be given back to the people, and then it just be dead goes silent. So it's not like I don't have a reason. And what he is saying is, my thing is I don't want to have to do nothing. But you, like I said, the love and the hate relationship when it comes to music is just, it's hard to like battle against that. And now that I'm in my rich, old, righteous young age, you know.
Would you
Say that again.
Right.
Rich, old, righteous young age.
Right. Would you say it's the music or the industry, or the business of the music, like the music industry? Because it's like we all love music. Music gives us a lot of joy and a lot of everything. Right?
It's definitely
So it got to
it's
be
the
business,
people.
the people around.
It's the people who handle the business. Let me say that.
Gotcha.
Because it's not so much what's wrong with the business, because the business is what made them rich. The business is what made them keep doing what they're doing. So it's more of the people I've encountered have not had the best interest of me. It's always been about them. And I've actually had someone tell me that, Kuleaide, you never got to where you want to be because you don't stay down. And the thing is, for me, is staying down while you watch you help you build your stuff up while I'm still in the same place and there's no elevation because I'm supporting you. I mean, how many more downs do I need to be before I be, and now I'm down and you up. Now you on TV. Now
Can I say this Pisces to Pisces?
Yes, fish friend.
So I don't like how you said that.
You like how that
I don't even like how
no
you
homo.
said
No
that.
homo.
I don't even like
Or
how
what they
you
say? Pause. Pause.
Fish friend. You should have said Pisces friend. You said fish.
Water buddy. How about that?
So here, let me hit you.
Was that worse? Was that worse?
Oh no.
I don't know,
Y'all
Kool-Aid.
swimming down
Okay.
shit creek.
I'm just gonna be quiet then. Ain't no more analogies.
So Kool-Aid from a Pisces to another Pisces. I do understand where you coming from when you say that, but then this is where, you know, like I said, whoever told you said you don't stay down. It's not about you staying down. It's you going in and saying, okay, hey, look here. I contribute. I know this and this and this. For me to do this, this is what got to happen. And if they don't want to do it,
no, because they say, well, just let me get my stuff straight.
No,
and then
no,
when
no,
I get to such and such,
no.
woo, 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 woo. And it's like, when
Then-
that time comes, folks will be.
But then that's when you put that in paper. Say, hey, you know, you want me to do this? Okay, yeah, I need this, this, and this.
And I feel like that'll get you cut off even quicker.
But
You know, some people,
then guess what? You ain't look.
Right, Chevy?
What she say?
Sometimes
it be intimidating. People see paperwork in black and white. They think, you know.
You ready for this here? Cuz I'm go back to what she said. You know, God give you signs. It might be on a ripped piece of paper. It might be in a fortune cookie.
And when you present that paper to them.
But then guess what he did? He gave you the discernment to walk away from some folks that did not have your best interest.
Amen. I agree. Which goes back to your initial question as to why. That's why. So then I have to, for me being a person I am, I have to start reflecting on myself. What is it that I need to do, or how harder do I need to work to make sure that I build this platform for myself, elevate myself, and then you already know the cliche thing. They don't want you till you hot.
Yeah. But your music is hot. And I think what's stopping you from putting a lot of stuff out is your past, how you dealt with other folks. Everybody's not going to treat you that way. And somebody tried to explain that to you. And I'm going to leave that alone. Y'all, you know, this girl came out here to the Tailor Talk Podcast. You know, we just love Kool-Aid came out here and showered us with this love.
Y'all
Girl,
see
what's...
my face. Tell another one.
But no, for real, you know, you have, it's like when folks come into your life, you can't treat them like everybody else, how
Oh
everybody
yeah,
else
no, I
did
know
you.
that, but at the same time, you still gotta have the passion to do it because I can come in here and say, "Oh, I met this new person. I'm gonna go on this new venture. I'm gonna put out this EP because everybody asking about an EP. I'm gonna write these songs. I'm gonna do this and this." But if my heart ain't in it, what product am I gonna put out?
But see,
I can always get in the studio and just write a song and put something together.
Cuz.
But
let me show you what her and her son did. And I cannot make this up. Every beat I put on, they instantly. And I'm talking about we was in here for some hours.
Go on.
And so I'm sitting there like, wow. I was amazed how they both of them together collab so fast. Her son was, he's on point. And she right there with him. She's like, I'm like, she passed the torch to him.
both of them, both of my boys, especially more so during COVID. My oldest started recording on his phone with GarageBand. And I don't know if y'all remember during COVID, they had this app called Voicey.
No, we don't know nothing about that.
Well, it was this app called Voicey, where they had all these free beats, and it's almost like a social media platform where you'll go over these beats and you can write and you can post it. But for copyright reasons, they discontinued the app. But nonetheless, all this time he was in there recording and teaching himself. And then I'm a content person. I love watching social media. My degree is in communications. My master's is in new media journalism. So like social media and content creation is like, that's my zhuzh. So long story short, I see this girl that I follow and she like, oh, you just need this $25 mic, this iRig, and a splitter. And I said, come a little closer to me. And I was like, oh, okay. So that was one child's Christmas gift. I went and bought him all that stuff. And then, I always got leftover equipment because like I said, I engineer and I do stuff. And then he just really started like popping. He was already popping. I didn't know this boy had 500 songs. I didn't even know. And then my mom, I graduated college with my master's July 23rd. 2023, and my mom suddenly passed away in her sleep August 26th, 30 days later. And I stopped singing then. I quit going to karaoke. I wouldn't go out and do nothing. And my son has always sang, and the thing is, my son has my dad's trait. He sings high octave, like Etta James and Billie Holiday, because when we be cleaning the house, I used to play Billie Holiday and Etta James, and he loves, Free Your Baby Mama, like Christina Aguilera. Like, he loves that tone. Chris Brown's, them high octaves. Well, more just like the...
I was saying that's the original.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mama
You
like,
gave
yeah.
it. You gave credit to somebody else.
Well, no, I mean just that version. Come on, Patty. I ain't disrespecting Patty. That belongs to Patty. Yeah, don't pull up on me,
She gonna
please.
hit you with them Walmart pies.
But that was his gift.
Yeah.
And he started making music on that. And then my other one, he wants to rap. So I end up gifting him. So like what he said, pouring into them. Yeah, because I didn't get that.
So let me ask you this. Do you kind of step back and push them, or y'all do like some collaborate with them? Like,
my boys are stubborn.
I get it.
They want to do stuff independently. So literally on my way here, I dropped some stuff off because I just had a grandbaby. I didn't have him, but he mine.
Awesome.
And I dropped him some stuff off at his job, and he said, "I'm gonna do some music tonight, Mom." And then my youngest, he be like, "Oh, I'm gonna sing you this song." So I just think it's just a part of the Dana. I think it's just naturally in them. But my job and my responsibility is to try to do something to tailor that and pour into them. But when I be like, I got a whole studio over here and y'all don't never come in here and be like, Mama, record me. And them jokers think, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So it's just like me.
So are they? So let me ask you, are they open to like express themselves through their music in front of you?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay.
Well, he can tell you that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
My sons are not shot. No, my youngest
okay.
be cussing like a son of a bleep bleep.
Right.
I be like, oh, what? Why did you say that about that lady? I did not raise you like that.
Okay.
But no, me and my boys have a great relationship.
Okay, good.
Very
good.
open. I mean, I'm cool.
Yeah,
Like, you can't have a mama like me and be.
I'm cool.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
Kool-Aid.
Don't do it.
Can you tell people what the Kuleaide stand for?
Kool-Aide. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that?
Your elbow ashy.
Kule. No, it ain't.
No,
You a lie. Got on Johnson and Johnson. Don't do that. Kuleaid.
Mine might be at him. Keep mine down.
I know he lying. Don't try to brown me. Look, got me looking. I know I put lotion on. So Kuleaide. I've had that as a singer-songwriter since 2003. And I trademarked my whole name during COVID. So it's Tawana Kuleaide Thomas. Mm-hmm. And it stands for cool, Kule, because I'm a cool person. I'm fun. I'm the life of the party. And aid, AIDE, because I'm always willing to help. I am Kuleaide. I'm a cool person. I love the help. And I know how much of myself to give everybody that I deal with without ever changing who I am.
Like it.
Kool-Aid.
Period. So that's the flavors.
So you got the cherry and the lemonade mix?
Whatever mix you want, I got. Because I'm gonna mix it right. I'm gonna give you what you want. So that's why, like, when I end anything on my content, on my podcast, when I hit it, I would say, oh, it's your girl Kool-Aide. And as always, I want to know your flavors. Because the whole goal is you can only control yourself. Can't control other people. So I can't ask you or tell you, you know, this is who I am, so accept me. If I want to be in your life, I got to know who you are, and then I know how to evolve myself without changing myself to the people that I encounter. Yeah. Plus, I got the flavors for the music, for the stage, for theater, hosting, whatever you need.
Birthday bash.
Just talk about birthday bash. It was lit, y'all. T.I. did his thing. Everybody did his thing. I am the artist coordinator for the dressing room. So I do all their accommodation purchases. And then the day of the show, I manage all their dressing rooms, make sure that they turned over in time and that they clean and sanitize. So I get to interact with everybody. But, you know, it's the time. And I thank Radio 1 for still letting me do stuff. I do Praise in the Park. You know, I did Clark Atlanta University Homecoming last year. I did Kim's block party last year. So yeah, I still do a little contract work. I am heavily connected. So I'm grateful for that. You know, I may not have had the journey that I wanted in that building or what I thought that was going to be my favorite home, but something that no one can take away from me is the relationships and the bonds that I have developed and the people that I met. So I'm grateful.
I see that what counts.
Yeah.
See that
I can call a little somebody. I got Special K. You know, I can call them up if I want to. You know, like Beyonce, Aloysius. You know, I can call her if I want. You know, so they there. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Junior.
Head crack. No,
head crack. Nope.
Okay,
head crack. He's in my phone. Yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying. The crazy thing is, I know a lot of people. As a matter of fact, you talk about birthday bash. Big Country. I went to high school with him. He was at birthday bash because he's a PSC boy with T.I. T.I.'s the headliner. So in the hallway,
you went to school with Country Kane?
Big Country. Big
Oh,
Country from PSC boys. These T.I.'s like
Pimp Squad clique.
Yeah. So he was there.
Okay.
Him, the whole crew was there. And I called him by his government. I said, hey, government. And he said, hey. Now, we ain't seen each other since 1998, maybe early 2000s. I said, you don't even know who I am, do you? And he was like, who? I said, Tawana. And I said, his government. He was like, oh, shit. He was like, you look different with the red hair. And I'm like, but, you know, yeah.
Oh, you was Trevor.
So you switched it up a lot.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I never wore the same hair.
Okay.
He don't like it. He want a woman with black hair. I ain't doing it. A man gotta love all these flavors and all this sealy underneath.
What you got going on? Who you is today?
I'm Kool-Aide.
You a Powerpuff girl?
No, ain't no Powerpuff. I'm gonna puff your powder. Ain't no. He ain't never had nothing like me.
The reading rainbow.
Black is boring on the hair.
Careful, man.
Okay.
He said, puff your powder.
No, I'm from Chicago now. My mouth's slicker than a Snicker. Don't do it. But you know, like I said, and then I'll tell you something that I probably wish I would have did that I think would have probably made my journey different in the industry. When Amari, my oldest, was a baby, when Monifa first got signed to Motown, when Sammy was just little Sammy, I had wrote a song for him. There, you know, Algebra, the neo soul singer. I was in the same studios with them. A lot of the songwriters, you know, that are in the studio, but I felt bad dragging my baby around. Even Big Country had me doing some hooks and stuff and was in the studio where T.I. was. And at that time, he was tipped then. And I felt like, oh, as a mother, I shouldn't be dragging my infant child around from studio to studio, not having nobody in my circle, nobody say, child, he ain't gonna damn remember that shit. Excuse my French, bleep it out. He ain't gonna remember that.
We ain't bleeping
And then
nothing.
staying in the hustle, staying in the grind, you know? I'm thinking I'm being a bad mom. But now that I reflect on it, now that I know what I know, I was in the right place with the right people because my journey, I was around all of those people. So if I would have to say if I would want to change anything and I could go back, that would have been, I would have just been dragging his little.
But a lot of the greats came up like that, like in the studio with their dad and moms.
But I never, like I said, I didn't have a village.
Yeah,
Me and my mom didn't have that type of close relationship. My dad wasn't around like that, you know. He's still alive, so I ain't gonna disrespect him. But, you know, my parents were not those type of parents, and I didn't have that kind of squad. So if I had the people that I have now in my life to say, no, just take him with you. He ain't gonna remember you. Like, he wouldn't have remembered that. I think maybe, possibly, you don't know. You can't predict. Maybe things would have been different because, you know, a lot of the people that I was around, even if they not in the industry, they still connected because one of the girls I was in a group with, Shamra, her daughter is an OMG girl, Beja Rodriguez, which is, John John's daughter. I sang in a group with her mom. So she may not be singing, but her daughter got into entertainment. And then, you know, her other daughter, you know, is social media famous. So, and then she best friends with Tiny. So she was on the reality show. So I was connected to all the people. It's just, my mindset wasn't the right mindset, and I didn't have anybody to change that for me. That's how I ended up in college. I met a lady, Miss Jackie Hand. Hey, Miss Jackie, my mentor, and she got me through college. So then my focus, my journey, my inspiration changed, you know. So that's how I got to this side of the curve.
Okay.
Theater, acting.
Need a part 2 for me, boo.
That's cool.
Said a part 2.
Run it back.
No, that's good. You know, regardless of how you started, is where you end up at. Because it's like you overcame a lot of obstacles, and as you overcame those obstacles. Yeah, that word right there. You know, y'all excuse me.
That's a Southern soul.
She got jokes, y'all.
I'm a comedian too now.
I got jokes too now.
Lunell got the same birthday now. Pisces game, March 12th.
Right?
Yeah, you got to be funny and quick on your feet now.
Oh, I'm quick now. I'm quick. But I'm slow today. So
you and your Buddha, your African dashiki.
Look.
He was talking in Swahili. That's why he messed up.
My brother, speak, my brother. Take your time.
Mother sucker.
Oh, you Eddie, you funny.
You got me today.
Yeah.
He Beyonce right now. He's speechless.
You got me today.
Hey.
Appreciate it, though.
Hey, that's the flavor. That's the flavor.
But all the stuff you accomplished now, you know, you have to look at it is at the end of the day, you definitely, it's on top of your game, regardless of how you started. Is where you went. And a lot of things, you named out a lot of stuff. Why you rolling your eyes? The glitter fell in it.
No, I appreciate that.
With your
because
glitter
I
got
just
in your
wish
eyelash.
that, you know, it's like, I don't want my life to feel like social media though.
But
you
it's
can
not.
say that you done a lot and you did a lot, but what are you really doing?
But
like,
you
I'm
did
really
a lot.
hard on I did do a lot, and I have done a lot, and I'm still doing a lot for sure. Because even with this production in September, Hats with Maxine Williams, like, that was a spin the block. Know her from the church. My best friend called and said, hey, Max looking for you. I was like, why? She was like, she want to cast you in her play. So I talked to her and she says, you know, God told me to cast you before in a production, but I didn't do it. She said, and the girl that normally does this role, because she's doing like a revamp, like it's like, what is it? Encore. So she's done it before and she running it back and she said, she wasn't able to do it. So I was like, wow, who am I get to do this part? And she said, God sent your name again. And she said, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. So I auditioned very short and quickly. And I haven't been on stage now in 7 years. The production was pre-COVID. And I got one of the lead roles. And then the crazy thing is, that's why I be saying just the time and just the way stuff be happening. It's like you have all this inner joy, like, oh, this gonna be it. This the one, because of the way that it's presented to you. When I looked at the character and I'm looking at the specs and reading the bio, this person is me on a paper. 30 to 45 years old. She is... Now, I ain't out of work, but this particular person is out of work, but she's taking care of her mom who has, dementia. She's beefing with her younger sister who is light-skinned, who got like colorism issues. And, she living with this man who ain't got no job. But in other words, all of those segments of that is a part of my life. Me and my mom wasn't the closest. My baby sister and my mom were very close. My sister is dark-skinned and I'm light-skinned. So even though the roles are different, but I'm saying as far as the comparison to my sister... My sister is your color. My mom was your color. Darker than me.
Trying to say?
Saying that your face is darker than my skin, brother.
She called you Michael
You
Black.
ain't matching your outfit.
You Michael Black today.
Long as that cap is darker than your skin, you all right. You in. But I'm just saying. But I'm just saying.
Proper light skin.
Hey, I'm a little mocha choker, a little caramel,
Get
I'm giving
Starbucks.
Starbucks. Right. Giving Starbucks.
You ain't Kool-Aid right now. You Starbucks acting
I
up
told
in
you,
here.
I'm whatever. I might be big Kool-Aid, the real Kool-Aid next time. I might have purple hair, blue hair, red hair. It's whatever I feel,
All right, gangster.
Chameleon.
Not really a chameleon because
She don't blend in. She stand out.
I'm saying how you change colors.
Yeah.
What's that little character? The little girl that had Punky Brewster.
No, Punky was one rainbow color. She didn't switch up nothing.
She had on that old colorful ass socks.
No,
and
I'm more like strawberry shortcake or rainbow bright. I'll take rainbow bright.
That's who I was trying to say.
Yeah, with the
Rainbow
big
Bright.
wheel. Yeah, that's it. But anyways, the character is me.
Okay.
So it's like I'm playing myself because when my mom passed, it was a struggle, but yet and still, I took care of all of her affairs when she passed away. Me and my sister are estranged. We don't have a great relationship. I've been single for a long damn time, So the fact that she has a man and she says in the production, Mama, I can't have no friends. I've been single for 5 years. I'm going on my 6th year. I literally been single since COVID. So it's like, it's a lot of, I know this production is going to touch a nerve. Like, think about it now, like these emotions well up because it's so close to home, but it was not anything I had to audition for or anything that I asked for. I never thought I'd be back on stage either. Spin the block.
But you already was on stage, right?
No, I haven't hosted since 2021. I walked out.
You just did birthday bread.
Well, I didn't host.
You was on stage.
I was behind stage. I was
I
behind the scenes.
I seen you standing up there. Hey.
No, I told myself that I was not going to be in a strip club after I got my bachelor's degree.
Okay.
So March,
You was
a week
stripping?
before my birthday, I wasn't stripping. My man was stripping and bringing money home. But I wasn't
You was out there
stripping.
tipping that man drawers.
I wasn't tipping him nothing. I was making them women tip him so I can, in his drawers, so I can take the money home. Listen, it was a family affair. I don't care about y'all judging me. When that money bag got to that house, it was me, him, and them 2 boys counting them ones out like we was $1 billion babies. So laugh all you want to, but I lived
What is
good.
$1 billion baby?
But we had money.
That was a movie?
I don't know what it was, but I said
I
it.
forgot. You slick with the jaws.
All the time.
Okay.
At all areas. Believe that. I have not lost my touch. Know that. But it's like we had a great life. He provided a great life for us. Believe it or not. And he was 9 years younger than me.
Oh, you a cougar.
That's not a cougar, honey. The definition of a cougar is dating somebody for the enticement of his sexual pleasure that is 10 years older. I already defined it. I am not a cougar. He was 9 years and 3 months older. I ain't no kitten, no cheetah, no tiger, no lion, no thundercat,
She
no
a
nothing.
puma.
I ain't no puma either. Nothing.
Little puma. Okay, little Thundercat.
I ain't no Thundercat.
You earthed the kid in this thing.
No, no Marcus. 9 years.
You didn't have Marcus. You had what the
Baby boy.
name?
I know. I had baby boy.
Oh, you.
Jody, my Jody.
Oh, you had Joda. Okay.
Because he was a mama's boy. Shit. But he gave us a great life. If we decided that we surprised the boys one time, you know, because he was a big Lakers fan, even though he's from New York, crazy. And I love sports. I'm also a sports person. Like, I'm a cool person. Like, I love sports. I love music. I'm real clean, OCD. I love to cook. Like, I'm a chill. Like, I'm a unique being. Like, you know, like, no jokes aside, with the most humble respect, a man will never find a woman like me.
You an alien.
I am an alien.
We know with this hair.
I am. You keep talking about this hair. I really think you slick like it, just like dudes that don't like fat girls be saying they know, but they really be fantasizing about them.
No.
That's you, twin.
No, man.
You wake up and you just see my hair and my wigs. Just scare the hell out of you sometimes when you wake up at night, don't it?
No.
Because he always talking about my hair, Chevy. What's wrong with my hair, Chevy? Would you date a woman with hair like this?
No, he wouldn't.
Don't answer for him.
It's all about how they wear it, and it could be.
Okay, let me ask you this. I'm gonna ask both of y'all and be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Name an artist or celebrity that you fantasize about.
I don't bet about none of them now.
Or one that you look at and be like, oh, she fine. No, be for real.
Oh yeah.
Who? Name one. Just name one.
I ain't gonna get me in trouble. We good. Tiana Taylor is.
Okay, and you?
Who, me?
Who? Name
You
one.
ready?
Don't play.
I can give you two.
Just give me one.
Erica Badu.
No, you give me old
You
Neo
just
Soul,
asked me.
Nicho. Erica, but and she may
Okay.
not wear crazy hair, but her
Jill Scott.
whole thing is crazy.
Jill
Her
Scott.
style, she got on balloon
Jill
pants,
Scott.
and even still.
So
but
you
Tiana
asked me.
Taylor wear color in her hair. She had blonde and she had
Like
white.
I say, it's all about how they wear it. You
Yeah.
can switch it up a little bit.
I just
So you
wouldn't.
ain't the
I was
same
never
person.
into
Listen, when I
colored
go
hair.
to my regular 9 to 5, I wear black hair.
We know that.
I had black hair
Like
with
code
white
switching?
highlights, like the little gray highlights. I wear gray hair.
Okay.
I dress my hair according to my outfit. I
Cruella.
coordinate.
Hey,
I'm John. I'm coordinating.
Okay, I see your nails on your.
My
on-
nails got to match. I got the sparkle. Y'all can't see.
Okay.
Can y'all see in the camera?
Look, she got the fishnet stripper.
With the
stripper
sparkle.
things on.
With the sparkle, and I got the colors. Like, you know, you got to make it make sense. You got to put it together.
put it on.
You know, I don't
You
want to
got to
look like
coordinate.
coordinate. I don't want to look like everybody else.
No, you stand out. Like that what makes it unique. Even when I saw the name, I was just like, okay, I know it's about to be different. You know
If
what
I
I'm
came in
saying?
here with a black wig, you gonna be like, what the hell? Why you call
Kool-Aid.
yourself Kool-Aid?
Right,
Now
right.
you looking like, oh, I know. I'd rather you do that than I'd rather invite the conversation and invite the attention than to come in and then people don't pay attention.
So I'm glad you said this because here I'm going to say something real crazy. So you know Kool-Aid, the package.
The big fat guy.
No, we talking about the flavors. We ain't talking about the picture. So the flavors. So if you look at your hair, you got all the flavors in there. You
I
had
do.
that cool, what the cool blue
This
one?
was my original Kool-Aid, and I used to wear blue contacts.
Oh, you had blue eyes.
I had blue eyes.
She
But I've
gotta-
been wearing
look.
color contacts since I was in high school. I just told somebody this. I have always been this way, G. I've always been this way.
Shout out.
She got it. Yeah. She got that.
Midwest came out real quick.
Color, my contacts match
She got
my
a
hair.
color
my hair.
26-inch bust down.
I got a tub full of everything. Whatever I need, I can never not be ready. I didn't have to go shopping for this podcast. I'm
You
ready.
ain't supposed to because we know you ready because you do birthday bash.
Why is he? I'm gonna get him some damn tickets next year because he birthday bashing
I
out.
won't go out there. I got to be behind the scenes.
This was the grown birthday bash. This
No,
was the 30th year anniversary for birthday bash. We had all the top Atlanta hip hop artists from the 2 Chainz to the T.I.s to Scrappy to Soulja Boy to Goody Mob, Yin Yang Twins, Travis Porter, YK Nees. I mean, the whole roster was ATL down. Like, it was grown people. We ain't had no drama. Nobody complained.
I still don't want to be
Waka
on
Flocka was there.
in the back. I won't be on the
No,
stage.
I don't want to be on the stage.
I said I wanna
it's
be
it's
on
a
the
lot
stage.
more intimate being on the back because, you know, Scrappy was like, hey, you got another shirt? So I'm like, I'll get you a shirt, Scrappy.
So then with my birthday bash, where our birthday bash stuff at?
What you mean? We need to put a concert together if you want a bash.
See, you hear this? You said, let me go and get these folk, you know, these Tailor Talk Podcast cats. some of
Listen,
these
we can
birthday
Tailor
bash
talk
people.
about it later. We can do something. we
That was a good one. I ain't gonna cap it out. That was a good one. Oh,
We
yeah.
can talk about
I'm
it.
gonna go and reel you back in. She on, put her out 'cause she on fire.
Bring me back. Y'all tell them in the comments. Bring me back. Bring me back.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They'll need a part 2.
I don't even think I ever seen Twin smile this much. He be so serious. It's like you in the freaking army for real sometimes.
What you talking about?
I be feeling like
In
I'm
the
strict,
studio?
like I'm restricted. Like,
You
no,
talking
just
about
your
when we
face. I ain't
record?
never seen you smile so much. I love it though, Twin. You know, like, see how your teeth smiling on this picture? Like, like, I ain't never seen that in real life before.
What you trying to say? I was an asshole?
Hey, listen, I'm not gonna ever say that now.
You can say
Because I gotta
that.
be able to come back to the
Yeah,
studio.
No.
You not. But you are very Pisces, you know?
What, you come to work?
You know how many
I'm
times
just
I be on the
working.
phone and if I can tell if I'm talking too damn much or I didn't say something to aggravate him, he be like, all right, let me call you back. Don't hold it.
No, let me show you what Kuleaide do. Twin, because she called me about her studio, about some gear.
Yeah.
And then she called me back a couple of days later and said, Twin, I hope you know I really was checking up on you. I don't
He
want you to
asked me
think.
what I was doing. I called him, said, how you doing, Twin? High school doing? Everything all right? What happened with the teachers? Woo, woo, woo. He said, what you doing? I said, trying to figure out if I got this piece to my equipment because I'm trying to go live on TikTok. I didn't call you and say, Twin, I need help with this stuff.
But she threw it out there.
You asked me what I was doing. That's what I was doing.
So cool.
Listen, I have offered to pay this man. I don't not utilize his time like that, so don't do that. Because if I was using him, I would be in the studio busting down on this microphone all the time. I don't overuse.
No, but see, here's the crazy thing.
You just can't take it, Chevy. I'm sorry.
But here's the crazy thing. So
That didn't sound right?
I'll
Pause.
just say,
very talented, very talented. And it's like,
thank you.
that, you know how folks give you a snippet when her and her son came over here. Man, that was like, they got that fire. They got that work that it gonna go. I mean, the contents of the songs. And then I'm like,
We just gotta believe in it just as much as.
and then I'm sitting there like, I'm like, when you and your son coming back? He finna have the baby. Okay, I understand. Baby done came.
Cause my son in daddy mode right now. All he care about is money and making sure his family's straight. And I appreciate that. Like he on his grown man. Like I said just today, he said, I need to get back into, I'm gonna write me a song tonight. Like they still doing it, but at the same time, they still trying to figure out life. So that's why I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing so I can solidify something so I can help their journey be easier for them. Like I wish that I had that support for the journey to be a lot easier instead of a lot of hard lessons, resilience, grit, tears, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody wants to do that, but at the same time, the one life you give, you got to figure out at any time when this story ain't being written the way you need it to be written, how you gonna rewrite it. That's where I'm at.
I feel you.
That's real. No, that's man.
But Kuleaide.
Twin.
Kuleaide.
Twin.
See, this Pisces stuff. I'm
He said 15
y'all
minutes trying to kick me out.
y'all
You
need to
running
count.
me was
No, I ain't
already.
gonna kick you out. When I said 15 minutes, see, that was off camera. You trying to bring stuff off.
Why
trying to
they didn't know that.
Why you bringing up old
They
stuff?
didn't know that. Why you have to tell
You
them
brought
they
it.
was
You
off
just said
camera?
15 minutes.
Okay, fishies.
Not the fishies.
Right, come on, fishies. The
Look,
council come in.
this Scottie Pippen right here. He's trying to reel us in. This Charles Barkley and Michael Jordan right now.
Well, Kuleaide, it's always a pleasure, Like you said, we could do part 3, 4, 5, 6, and
Yeah, because we didn't even
100.
really get to. Yeah.
Yeah,
I got a lot more into me,
but what?
but there's more to come. For
Okay.
sure.
There you go.
There's more to
We're
come.
gonna bring it back after your next.
Follow me on social to
Yeah.
find out.
No, let me ask that question. Don't be coming here trying to take over the show. Hell.
I'm acting
But
like Miss
Kuleaide.
Pat. This ain't your show.
Yeah, like we tried to get you to use your radio voice. You didn't want to use it. Shit.
Oh Lord
But Kuleaide, it's a pleasure.
Well, thank you.
And we could be here all night long.
We can.
But we need you to look in that camera, not tell them where they can find you on social media.
All right, y'all, it's your girl Kuleaide. I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast. It's been amazing. I am so grateful. Thank you so much for Tailor Talks Podcast having me here. And you can find me on social media at Kuleaide. That's Kuleaide. And if you didn't see it, check it out. Zoom in on your phone. Snap it.
It's going to be right here.
Kuleaide. Kuleaide. Everything Kuleaide. All things Kuleaide. Music, Google me. I'm Googleable. I got some songs out there, some collabs, some stuff with Mia X and Mark Selvey and, Lazy Bone and Silk the Shocker.
Now she want to tell us all that stuff now. She didn't want to say none of that at the beginning.
Listen.
You see that
I got some credits, man. I got some stuff.
Y'all heard that? She going to wait till the end.
No, I'm just leaving you on a cliffhanger. So on part 2, you can come back.
Half y'all ain't gonna even get this far.
That part. Leave them on the cliff so they can come back for season 2, part 2 of Kuleaide.
Season 2? We in season 3.
No, I meant like cliffhangers when you watching. Chevy got it.
I didn't. Nah.
Gee, part 2 Kuleaide. I got your flavors. Love y'all.
That what you doing?
No, as always, I want to know your flavors.
Oh, okay.
Kuleaide, it was an honor and pleasure to have you here on the Tailors Talk Podcast. No, I'm still good. I am great. Y'all crazy. But we appreciate you being here, and it definitely was a great episode.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed it.
I know. I ain't even get y'all a
Nice
chance to ask
meeting you
a lot
too.
of questions.
No, we're gonna.
I keep laughing.
We're gonna get into it.
You said thank you. You like that?
I said thank you. That's all I'm giving you. Thank you.
You shut up.
I'm gonna have to interview both of y'all next time.
Oh, that'll be fun. Listen, we be going back and forth. I like this twin.
Well,
what you trying to say? She trying to say I'm mean? That's what I'm getting out of this.
This the type of love I don't get on the phone. So maybe I need to come over here in person more behind these lights. Maybe it ain't the cameras, it's the lights.
No, you won't come here and sing like y'all supposed to. With these songs,
I gotta tell my son we gotta get over here.
These songs that y'all got y'all hiding. And again, look. Hey, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to Tailor Talk Podcast. Go out there, subscribe, like, and share. Because we been talking crazy to her.
He fit the
Baby!